We're talking everything from Widow's Bay, episode 7. We've got dead bodies and coffins on boats, sea shanties. A lot of fun. Join us for Boat Day here on an all-new episode of Unbinged, starting. Welcome into Unbinged, a podcast for the shows, movies, and news you love to binge. I'm Alfredo Brown. Joined as always, I got Jagger, Matt Kopfhamer, Sam Holt. We're talking everything from this latest episode of Widow's Bay, but first, the spoiler warning.
We're about to spoil Widow's Bay, all of it. There's 7 episodes. Catch up. Everyone's talking about it.
Jag, the people have referred to you as the Widow's Bay, and after this episode, I need to throw it to you because I feel like you got some things to say.
Yeah, it's called We Got Resolution and Answers Within 7 Episodes. From Could Never. But I think that...
Let's go. Keep the Twitter beef going. Guys, this is... I'm so glad you started the show with this.
I was not expecting that, but I'm glad.
In fairness, 3 of us have never seen From, and the commenters keep asking us to cover From, and we just now think it's hilarious to hate on it. We don't actually. Yeah. I think Jag might. I don't know.
I actually do. I have watched. Everyone's like, you got to give it a try. I was like, I have, buddy. I still don't understand what's going on. But
the problem is MGM Plus.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say.
But I'm not trying to dig at your show. It's okay to like things that I don't like. I like weird shit that's bad too. I've seen every episode of Below Deck. But the point is, I like that we're getting like a plot that is moving, and I feel like I can rewatch things and get new answers because now I want to talk about the bloodline thing because it's clearly not over. The whole this is like the second time they brought up that one of the kids fell off, and you motherfuckers in the comments, you spoiled it. You spoiled it because like I read it from you guys, and then I was like, I don't know what painting they're talking about, and then I see it at the end of this one here. I wonder if some folks, because it's not the same person, the PJ friend and the other long-haired insert white kid who picks up Sarah, they are not the same person. But what if we are seeing similar castings because clearly that bloodline is alive and well on that island, right? You know?
I think that's not only very possible, but I think there's stuff even outside of that. Like, I think we are assuming, or at least I'm assuming we're assuming, that the kid in the painting is one of Richard Warren's kids that maybe fell out of the boat with Sarah, right? We could go back even further to maybe when Jerry's talking about how there wasn't 42 passengers, it was actually 43. And then Tom's like, well, we're not ready for that story yet, right? There could be a lot going on here that we actually don't know about from Richard Warren's bloodline.
Mm-hmm. And as we know back then, all it takes is one dude to like make 7 kids back then. You know, like that you had to have a whole team because you had a farm. Yeah.
Nick Cannon could start his own fucking island right now.
Exactly. Like Nick Cannon was the norm back then.
Sam's like, no one wants this.
Speaking of the painting, I'm fairly certain that was Frances, the little girl missing a finger that fell off the boat. And I think we're going to find out that she may possibly be a ancestor of Evan and his mom. And that's where the connection comes in and why the island maybe is so hard bent going after Tom because he's trying to get to Evan. Or it's trying to get to Evan.
Or Patricia. Because we go back to the boogeyman story as to why it didn't get her bloodline, baby.
Island detecting. Oh, interesting.
I would think that Patricia would be the princess that was promised.
She's just the right amount of weird to be in the bloodline.
All the amounts of weird, but she's a legend for it.
Her body humor is so good. Every scene she's in, when she's just doing some gangly movement, I die. It's so fucking good. I love Katie.
Thank God you said humor at the end of that. I was like...
Honestly, the way she even plays the character feels very similar almost to a talking cadence. And then now in this episode that we saw something funnier from Hamish Linklater as Richard Warren, they almost feel like the characters could play off of each other as distant relatives.
Yeah. And even the age thing kind of comes back around for me with Patricia because she acts so childish. So that suspended reality or suspended age on the island, I definitely feel like I feel the most with her, because even when you look at the notes with her handwriting, you know, compared to Tom's, it's just so childlike.
Ooh, that's a good point. I didn't think about the handwriting. You're right. Her notes are her handwriting is very childlike. And then what was her solution to try to get the sheriff to go away? Steal his car. That feels like a child's idea, not so much an adult.
That's a ride or die friend, is what that is.
Oh, yeah.
That is,
Yeah.
honestly.
She is a ride or die friend.
Honestly, I think that's just what loneliness does to you. It's like, do you want to be my friend? I was like, I'll steal a car right fucking now if you want to be my friend.
We need to have like a dope little Mount Rushmore of all the best sidekicks. We got Patricia. We got our homie Green Apple Fossaway from Night of the Seven Kingdoms. What's the name of our little Cuban boy from Welcome to Derry?
Rich.
Richie.
Rich.
Oh, yeah.
Rich. Like, I mean, we got a good team there of people that do anything for the homies.
Yeah.
I'm assembling a team, and it's just people who are going to sacrifice themselves in the most heartbreaking way possible.
Leader of the team, Samwise Gamgee.
Yeah.
Except
There we go.
Samwise Gamgee lived and fucked, man. He had
Yeah.
like 30
Fucked
kids.
a lot.
That's why he's the leader. That's why he's the leader of the sidekicks.
Like a lot.
It tracks.
All right.
Yeah.
Guys, we're going to keep talking about this. Before we do, I just want to remind everybody, you got a bunch of ways you can enjoy this show. First is right here on YouTube. If you're watching, like this video, comment with your thoughts on the episode and some future theories that you might have on Widow's Bay, because we're going to take the time to read those here on the show. And obviously, please hype this video. That's the big thing that helps us here on YouTube. If you're listening over on Apple or Spotify, take a sec to leave a 5-star review. You guys have been crushing those. It's helping us grow as an independent podcast and as independent content creators. We're seeing those numbers go up and up every single week, and that is all thanks to you guys. We got some other great shows that we're watching over at Apple TV Plus, or Apple TV. It's not even, remove the plus. Get rid of the plus. We got Your Friends and Neighbors. We're on HBO Max. We're watching Euphoria for our premium subscribers. And then coming up on Apple TV, we got Cape Fear, Silo, and then back on HBO, we got House of the Dragon Season 3 coming up. So a lot of reasons for you to subscribe and be here with Unbinged. Also, next Tuesday, we're finishing and watching Spider Noir, that whole season right there. So be sure to join us for that, because we're going to talk about that. And watch it in black and white. Don't do the true hue color thing. Just be cool.
Clown shit.
Clown shit. Did you hear Nick Cage's reasoning for that? He's like,
Clown
the
shit.
youngsters.
Teenagers won't like black and white.
Yeah, see, they won't like the black and white stuff. We got to show them there's a whole new era of cinema.
It's the kids' fault.
So you said cinema. It's like, we got to take him to the pictures, you know?
The talkies.
My grandfather still calls them pictures. He's like, oh, that's a good picture. And I'm like, you mean a movie? He's like, yeah, I saw that picture
flick,
last
son.
week.
It's a flick.
The talkies is hilarious. That just registered with me. Oh, okay. So we kind of already hit a couple of the comments that we had from earlier, but there was a third one on here because we already talked about the kid going overboard on the boat, and big thanks to Alex Coy G 3281 and then Loon Hood 846. You had the Patricia, and actually the other thing was that Tom's wife, like you said, Koff, might be related to Richard Warren in some way. But this was the other one that I saw here from Gan Cakes. All right, these are gonna be fun to read.
I love reading these names, dude.
It's like when you find a friend that has that email address that you're just like, what? You were doing what in 2001 when you created this?
I was 12. God.
At hotmail.com. Anyways. Gancake says, the island is shaped like the hand that people keep drawing while on their trips. I just started, and you may touch on it, but I saw someone show the island map next to the drawings, and there has to be something there. Awesome podcast. Really look forward to hearing your thoughts each week. So guys, hand map podcast. The ancient...
I agree with the end part a lot. But as far as
that we have a good podcast?
Yes.
No question.
Nailed it.
They cooked there, but like as far as the hand, like I need to look at
You mean the hand that,
picture.
like
The hand turkey that was drawn?
But the hand turkey had like two fingers stuck together.
So maybe that's part how.
I mean, that's very islandy, though. That's what I'm talking. Like I could, if the island makes a perfect hand, you would think someone in America would talk about how there's an island that looks like a perfect hand. But like, if it's a little weird, then I could see how it's just this local lore, and then people are drawing it because Richard Warren mentions that a demon, the island itself, we talked about our boy Maturin from Stephen King. Like, what if the island's like the back of a fucking turtle type shit? You know,
Yeah.
like that's a little out there, but like maybe metaphorically, it's the back of a turtle.
Jack,
I
you
also
said-
saw. Ooh, sorry. I also saw in the comments somebody mentioned that the door that we see underground may be covering a hellmouth, which is an interesting theory as well, because it could be a portal to like another dimension or a hell or whatnot, and that's where the evil is leaking out of, and that's why it's covered, and that's why the sacrifice, I presume, would go there, because that's where the entity enters our realm from.
A hellmouth?
it's kind of like the
From
Devil's
Ninth
Anus.
Gate type shit. Yeah.
Stranger Things.
I don't.
I think
Yeah.
if
I don't know
find,
what Alfredo's talking about, but it's a literal gate to hell. Like it's the hellmouth. Yeah.
I kind of feel like if that gate opened and it just saw like flames of like hell, I'd be kind of disappointed. Like I feel like I need that door to stay locked the rest of this season. Like I don't want to know what's in there yet.
I mean, I feel like that's just a common trope in horror too, especially when you get into the supernatural. Like these bad hellish
Gateways.
things are coming from something, right? Like there's a gateway to some sort of alternate universe or alternate, even timelines. Like it feels a little Stranger Things to me. You know?
Yeah, it's like where's Destin to explain this on a chalkboard?
Yeah, with Star Wars action figures. Guys, Jack, I think you said something earlier that really I think was the point of this episode. Was we got clarity, and we get the clarity that the island is the quote bad guy here. Like it's not Richard Warren. I think we were waiting to find out like how bad is he, how much control does he have, when really it's the island as an entity itself, which I think is the perfect choice for this show, because you have so many different directions you can go with this, and the show itself can be a 1-season thing, it can be a 3 or 4 season thing. I really love how they set that up this episode, as the island being bigger than any one man, or even probably any one bloodline. I mean, that's still on the table.
Yep. That's it goes, and we said this last episode, to where the joy of the show is that we can have so many levers and buttons to push in horror where it could be. Where I agree a little bit with Sam. It's like I want to keep Pandora's box closed a little bit, because you've given me a lot with this whole Warren thing, and I think we're really gonna the bloodline is the big mystery that we're gonna solve. Is like who's all part of the bloodline, who all can leave the island, how many people are trapped, and let's go from there, because we get to see like Tom's annoying fucking son, who unfortunately I have to give a shit about, looking at that picture of his mom and like going all Westworld and his brain fucking breaking from looking at it,
I think we're probably looking at a lot of people being in the bloodline. I
That's
think
what
that
it
would
has
make
to
the
be
most
that.
sense.
Small population. It's pretty likely that there's a lot of interconnection of bloodlines in that island.
And it may be not that you're born on the island, but if you are of the bloodline, you can't leave, which coincidentally is probably a fuck ton of them. There's just not, there's one black dude and he's a sheriff and he's about to quit, Like,
He gave his notice. It's just not written.
He's-
Patricia has noticed.
Yeah.
Which is,
He's the cameraman from Scary Movie. He's like, white people are dying. We're getting the fuck out of here.
yeah.
Honestly, it was the most realistic part of the episode. He's like, you know what? I don't need to know more. Just stop talking. I'm good. I was like, I feel that.
Yes.
It is interesting that the two people that we've seen that have eaten the true sight mushrooms have been contacted by the entity. So I wonder if there's anyone else that'll be revealed later on in the show that have already ingested true sight in the past, and they have already had interactions with the entity or the island and made their own pact. And maybe this is no longer a singular issue, but a multiplier, because so many people or multiple people have given a covenant or gone into a covenant with this island, which what a thorough fucking island if it needs blood, semen, and feces for you to do a covenant with it. Incredible.
I mean, that's just a one male body, man. I'm filled with that right now. It's just like, I like the beginning too, Kopf, because like you said, the island is desperate. I'm sorry, guys.
That was fucking disgusting.
Because he goes, I needed blood. I was like, yep, sounds good. Feces. I was like, oh, whoa. And then semen. I was like, oh, no.
It felt like a dodgeball when he's like, we could sell blood and semen. He's like disgusting. He's like, not mixed together. Steve the Pirate's like, gar. when he hands
the human
Tom,
body contains that right now. Like I
we
mean that
making a
quite
goal?
literally.
you're not wrong. I forgot, what was Tom holding that he like dropped it? He's like, ew.
It was the paper. It was the covenant that was written on.
Yeah. I think
I'm sorry,
that
Sam.
the island is desperate enough to where it could make covenants, and I bet they're not even as meaningful, right? To where Richard Warren is the leader of the people. So like from like a magical pact standpoint, him making a covenant is much more meaningful than like me, a regular fucking Joe who owns a coffee shop. But if I make a pact with this so-called entity or devil, my whole bloodline. So this goes to your point, like what if it's just multiple bloodlines at this point, Richard Warren being the biggest, and I don't know, man, like how long does a blood pact last with a demon? It sounds like for fucking ever until you stop.
They got
like,
time.
reproducing. They got time. Yeah.
But then is the island also hungry enough that it doesn't need a pact that's written in all the excrements? Like, what quantifies as a pact being made? Is it, also Tom praying over a toilet that he's just been throwing up in, saying, "Please protect my son at all costs"?
Keep feeding me. Keep feeding me.
Puking?
Yeah.
Him puking could be that could be what.
Because you see the camera
Sealed the
rush in
covenant
after all of that,
inadvertently.
and it's just like,
How many things do you need to make the
Sam's
pack go?
cooking.
'Cause I don't know that he came.
I had to
Did
cook
he
with
shit
something.
from
I don't
his
have semen
mouth?
to bring to the party.
Maybe it just has to be certain bodily.
The island's just here changing the contract. All right, vomit's good.
Because this is gross. Because
Close
yeah,
enough.
yeah. It's just like, oh, good enough. It's been a lean winter. I need some.
Yeah, the island's just real hungry. I'll take a pact in anything.
It's changing with the times. It's like 2026. You gotta be flexible with it.
Because the animal thing, like, Cough, was that you that brought that up or Sam?
One of us last week, I forget.
I think it
but
was-
then I
yeah.
forgot
It was a
about
combo.
Bridget, the 50-year-old lizard with wanderlust. So.
Yeah, but
Well,
she's
I'm
50
just
years
saying-
old.
They were talking about how the island was hungry and there wasn't even vermin on that island. So,
Ooh.
because
I see what you're
thank you for not spoiling in the comments, ma'am or mister, who said that, like, put a pin in
Wait
that
till-
rat thing about the rats. Because, like, we were on to it. Like, there was no animals there. And someone said, well, there was a horse. They brought the horse to the island, right? Like, you're going to bring your horses so you have stuff to travel with. Like horses aren't, like, indigenous to islands, believe it or not. So, like, anything that would actually be indigenous to the island, it already ate, It's just been snacking on fucking rats for years.
This is like, it's trying to like, everyone here has a plant in their house. This is like trying to put a plant into infected soil. And it's just not going to work. Like, that's what the island feels like. It didn't have any animals. It didn't have anything. The people get there, and this infected island somehow makes the deal. Because now we got a little bit of everything. Like, my wheels started spinning where I'm almost like, shit. If those magic mushrooms can lead to conversations or voices or requests or whatever, who's to say there's not everything else? That coffee shop that's finally open, that's using, like, where are those beans coming from? Where are they?
Come on. Arabica beans, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, I think it opens up the door to a lot. Feels a little bit like, you guys watch Mummy Returns? Everyone has, right?
Yeah.
Greatest movie of all
Yeah,
time? Yeah.
of course.
Top 5? Yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad we're all there.
Background right
So-
now.
Yeah, I was watching it yesterday. Great film. Except for the end. Don't watch the end. This is Scorpion King. Making a deal. He's stuck in the middle of the desert. Makes a deal. That's Hamish Linklater's character. Making a deal, selling his soul. Now he's a big, gross piece of shit.
I will say
no,
that
Josh.
Wick is right so often, and it's so fucking annoying for Tom. And I found myself being annoyed by Tom this episode because, like, Wick was right. It's like he wants out of the box. Why the fuck would you let the dude who has a demon's hand so far up his ass, working him like a puppet, and you know that you're going to try to end a curse by killing him. You think the island's just going to be like, I'll let this one go. Like, what the fuck did you expect to happen? Because I think maybe it was his actual mind that's like, I don't want to die. But he was in a box a long fucking time. I think he wants to die, and that was the demon's like, I'm going to kill these motherfuckers before anything happens.
Oh, yeah.
They're trying to fuck with my meal. Like, it's like Tom was 100% dumb.
Oh, super
What if I
dumb.
already let him out of the box?
And he was just like hanging out there singing sea shanties and eating beans.
The Vienna sausage scene.
The sausage.
I'm drilling a hole, and I'm just poking sausages through. It's like, good luck, dog.
I think
I'm glad you got to taste what processed foods feel like before you
just immediately gets diarrhea.
In
Just
the coffin.
Immediately. Actually, that's a really good question. 300 years. What's up? Was he?
Nothing. There's nothing. If there's nothing to eat, there's nothing to excrete.
Oh, it rhymed.
You're like the Dr. Seuss of gross shit.
Yeah, dude.
You mentioned Wick, and I want to talk about this because I think if you're not paying enough attention, that might be a little throwaway scene that happens here where he's talking about going out on a little boat joyride into the ocean with his friend Mark Doyle, who was Jerry's brother. And by the way, I kind of think Jerry's
Museum Jerry?
Yes? Oh, the way Tom, yeah.
Who the fuck is Jerry?
The lady.
Really?
The lady that uncovered the page in the
Yeah.
museum.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
yeah.
she had a name. I was like,
Which
name?
Historical Society Jerry?
Jerry, short for Gertrude, that feels like an old ass name. That feels like it would fit in a bloodline for sure.
right
Just
past
saying.
Gertie.
I'm just saying. But okay, Wick talks about going out on a joyride on the boat into the ocean with Jerry's brother Mark Doyle, and he says they got struck by a sea creature with tentacles, and then Wick got touched, thinking it was the creature, turned around and kicked it. Turned out it was Mark. Kicked Mark overboard.
No. I think we got that detail mixed up. He felt something grab him, turned around, saw it was Mark, saw Mark was being pulled down, and in his desperation to save himself, kicks Mark off of him. That's why he's guilty, because he did it purposefully to save himself.
Okay, then he's guilty. My big thing that I was getting to is we got a Cthulhu, motherfucker. Lovecraft. Hashtag Lovecraft.
Take that, guy whose name I don't give a shit about anymore.
We should be embarrassed. Turns out we're not.
Ha!
We have way bigger things to be embarrassed about. You don't even know.
Yeah, like, look at the shirt I'm wearing. Jesus.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's a cool
Fuck,
ass shirt.
fuck them if they don't like that shirt, Carl.
It's your
Show
boat
more
shirt.
chest. Show more chest.
It is my boat shirt.
He is showing chest, he's just that
Nobody
white.
else did. That's what I said. Shh.
All right.
Just, oh, damn, Sam. Burned my ass.
You're welcome.
We're getting a little too silly. So then this means like we are looking at all different kinds of creatures and evil, or is this just something that the island is putting in people's heads? Right? Like, are other people seeing this? Did other people see the Sea Hag? Are other people seeing the Cthulhu? Like, because when Patricia is doing the whole party scene, she's not seeing it. So do we have this sort of like invisibility cloak of the evil that is on the island?
So I went back and I did a rewatch of the first episode, and when the writer is reviewing the museum and they're looking at the articles, I went and I paused so I could read them. And one of them has to do with a whale that came out of nowhere and ate a priest. And there's two people that are witnesses in it and that are written in the article that say, you know, if it had been later in the day, I would have assumed that someone was drunk. Essentially, I'm paraphrasing, that this was a story from someone who had been drunk. But it was early in the day and I was there. So there were at least 2 witnesses that saw what that happened. So I do feel like there is a part of this where there are certain people that do see it, and it is not just all in somebody's head.
On the flip side, though, we saw in episode 2 when Tom stays at the inn, he has a full-on conversation and interaction with the clown murderer, and on video, nobody could see him. So it could still be either way.
It can kind of be both.
That's a better example, Kopf.
Yeah.
Good job.
Sorry. Sorry for pausing and reversing us back to
No,
episode 1.
that's fantastic, because that's either a Moby Dick reference or a Jonah and the Whale reference, and either way, it's hilarious.
Or Lovecraft.
Or Lovecraft.
Could be anything.
Guys, I think what this show is doing is, honestly, it's already been so impressive. We've been talking about the way they're mixing the humor with the horror and just good storytelling, good acting, good everything. But I think what it's doing is even bigger than just what's on the surface here, is I think they're creating a really good entry point for more and better horror TV. I feel like that's been a thing that you've either been like, I like horror or I don't. And because of the comedy that goes with this, I feel like this is a good entry point for a lot of people who maybe haven't been used to this or inclined to watch something like this in the past.
And what I'm really appreciating about that blend is they seem to have the timing really, really well done. When you get these moments of high tension, you get a small break with a comedic moment. Like when Tom is trying to talk to Richard Ward and Patricia opens the door. She's like, oh, sorry, I forgot my purse. Like, perfect timing to break that tension of the scene, give you a little chuckle, and then you're ready to go back into the intensity of what's going on with Tom and Richard.
Even Richard Warren had that moment where he's like, oh, wait, I forgot to write something.
Yeah, yeah. The body comedy that you brought up, with Tom flying, like we've already seen gifs of it now, like when the bump happens, him just like yeeting across the boat is just absolutely fucking hilarious all of a sudden. That's why like the commenter, like we brought up, she's like, no, I think this was written as someone who's like 30 or 40 a woman. I'm like, no, that's a joke. Remember that this is a comedy too. She's 14 fucking years old and is a spinster. You know, like this is the joy of this show. Like I don't think have we had a more versatile show in a while that can be so many things?
No, I mean,
Not that I can think of.
At least that we've covered here. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure if I think about it, of all the shows I've watched in my lifetime, I could find one. But, like, since we started this pod, I can think of a show that this episode is fucking Parks and Rec with a little bit of spooky. It's like, now we've got full-blown Ty West horror, you know, and now it feels like a Seth Rogen movie. And all of these things as compliments and none of them as negatives. So.
Sure.
I think the closest thing we had maybe was Night of the Seven Kingdoms, where we weren't expecting humor and we got a lot of humor, but even that it still felt very contained to its
Like a
world
genre.
and to the story.
Yeah.
To its trope.
Yeah. This is really, I mean, I'm trying to look back. I was thinking, like, where does this even sit amongst other horror TV shows? Because a lot of them really just pick one lane. Haunting of
Yes.
Hill House is just scary the whole time. Right?
Ghosts.
Yeah. Like Stranger Things isn't really horror, and it's a bit more like teen, whatever we want to call
It's
it.
a coming of age story, Alfredo.
Campy.
Yeah, I know, but it didn't really feel like coming of age. But yeah, like it took 20 fucking years for it to come of age. It just felt more like a documentary at that point. It's like Hard Knocks Hawkins, Indiana. Like just every year we're back at training camp with the kids. Just felt like a lot, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think we had that. Like I'm looking back, man. Like, even some of the best TV shows, The Pit, The Penguin, and/or Severance, Pluribus.
Let's throw it to our
Kinda,
audience.
sorta?
If you guys
Yeah.
can think of a show, let
Not
us know.
from.
I'd love to go back.
That's
Not
like a.
from. We're not gonna watch
I will
it.
say, rewatchability. This and A Night of the Seven Kingdoms,
Oh.
I think, are like two of the most rewatchable shows that we've had. I mean, like immediate rewatch. Where I'm just
yeah.
like, I'm bored. I want to watch a thing I just watched an hour ago. You know, that's kind of where I'm at with it. Where I'm catching different things, the humor hits, and I think it's like you brought up A Night of the Seven Kingdoms being the closest because we have the seriousness and comedy. I feel like that's what makes it rewatchable because like I work from home, so like you guys, the people who work from y'all guys know the second screen thing. Like I find myself bouncing between different flavors of show, so I'm not getting bored down watching Boardwalk Empire. You know, a lot of yeah, you see, here's a racist word. You know, and then or I'm just like watching The Good Place or something like that. Like this is like some different things over and over again.
Racist word.
That's totally the show, though, man. Boardwalk Empire. I've heard so many racist words that it's not even just black people. If you are anything that they can name, there's a racist word for it. You know?
Just meh, intolerance, meh, bigot,
Yeah.
meh.
Yeah, goddamn Polak. It's like,
Old timey intolerance.
You made my heart skip a beat for a sec. I was like, fuck. What's he gonna say? Thank God we're deep into the pod.
yeah. I got one more in the wop. It's like,
Why?
Oh my god.
Pretty sure we're gonna have to edit that one out.
oh man.
Cough
I
today.
love you.
Cough today. You're gonna learn how to edit things
Making
out
my
of the
money
pod.
today.
Yeah. You're watching me edit this one, Cough. So it's like,
Oh, there we go.
I'm not editing it out.
All right. You see, guys, we love each other. We have fun. Oh man. All right. We're gonna be back again for Widow's Bay Wednesdays
Wait.
every week.
Wait,
Yes,
Sam's got
Sam,
something.
go.
I have something. Okay. This is a thread theory for the rest of the season. I feel like there were multiple warnings this episode that if you thought that everything that was happening right now was bad, it's about to get worse and people need to leave or people need to like get out or recognize the evil before it comes. And I just say that because there was, again, going back and doing the rewatch because this show is so rewatchable. There's a shirt in the store when Richard Warren is there in his full zombie alive form that right behind him it says, "Don't say I didn't warn you," which is hilarious. But
Great.
there's like a warning literally right behind him. And then at a different point in it, Evan's watching this movie with the girl, and I was trying to figure out what the movie was, but as soon as I was trying to I can't recognize this film, a character in the movie says, "Leave before it's too late." And then you also have this later point where essentially Wick is on the boat and he says that this is the dead zone. And this is kind of like, right on the nose. Like, this is the part where you'll die. This is the area where it's over. There's just so many little moments in this that make me excited for what's to come in those next couple episodes because I feel like it's all a warning. This whole episode is a warning of everything's about to get so much worse. And then even in that last moment too, when Wick comes back onto the boat, which we didn't even discuss. I don't even know if that's fully Wick or if it's possessed Wick.
I also
back onto
question
the
that.
boat.
Yeah.
Because there's a line where, Tom's saying, "I went to get flares," and Wick says, "Why? So they can find you?" Because, assuming that he's not going to be found even though he's there and present. So I just feel like there's so many little warnings in this episode that make me really excited for the next things to come.
Even the sea shanty is the last man. Who will be the last man?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you're muted, Jag.
I'm happy you brought up the Wick thing because it's that's what I thought at the end of it. I'm like, one, he's being nice to Tom. Like,
He's
anytime,
way too nice.
Yeah.
way too nice. Anytime Tom talks, he's like, "You look at you, the softest, wettest boy." Like, just like talks so much shit to him.
Straight to his face.
Yeah.
Speaking of softest boys, what's our prediction of what Evan's going to do now that he found the truth about his mother?
Act like a bitch about it. We already know that.
But do
You
think
lied.
it's going to lead to him trying to leave the island, and then he is put in danger, and now Tom has to save him from
Yeah.
the same fate as Richard Warren? Maybe not turning to dust, but dying by leaving the deadline. So it could. That's
Cough, I think that's
conflict that we're
exactly
gonna
what's
see.
going to happen.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that's exactly what's going to
100%.
happen, actually.
And
Yeah.
can I go a step further? That girl Kelly that he's with, that motherfucker's not real.
She's not even real.
She's
That's the island.
she's the back of the
honey
airplane. That motherfucker's not real. Just setting him up to defy his dad. They're like, Tom's getting too close to solving everything and figuring this out. We need to throw
Honey
him a
dick his
curveball.
kid.
Yeah, I said that in the episode where Evan was gonna go try and like go into the door. Like we
Yeah.
only see the cop's perspective looking back at the car, and Evan saying, "We're trying to impress the girls." I think that the sheriff looked back and didn't even see the girls in the car, and he's like, "These kids are just high again and being dumb. I don't even think these girls are here."
Oh yeah, and then Tom not being able to find his kid.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Where he's like he looked twice, and like, yes, that's mushrooms, but sometimes a lot of like you are so honest on mushrooms that it's weird. Where he's just like being weird, and then like the whole like, oh, there you are on this side of the car, get the fuck out. Not
Yeah.
even referencing. I will say Tom did reference the girl, but he's also on mushrooms. So
Yes.
like I don't know.
And
I
he
don't
just
know.
and he struggles for a word. There, you and little Miss, because he
Sea
doesn't
hag.
know what to call her. Because it's probably just a sea hag sitting there in the back of the car.
It's just him and a Cthulhu hanging out in the backseat.
Yeah, this old gray dirty ass woman with a joy that's just like.
Is that your father coming up to the window here?
Yeah. Yeah, I fucked with him last night. His friend shot me.
Tried to sit on his face. Lazy boy broke.
He always was cheap.
Oh my god! All right. I think we cover everything from this episode. I feel like we got everything. That was good. I'm glad we came back to the Wick thing and to the Kelly thing and the Evan thing, all that. Anything else we're missing from this one? I think we're good.
I have
Yeah.
a bad feeling about the sheriff not being able to leave. I hope he doesn't.
sure
die.
he's not
I
leaving.
like the sheriff.
Nobody gets
His
to have
wife
it.
is not
too much
real,
as a
man. His
character.
wife is not. It's 7 episodes, no wife. That
So-
motherfucker is not real.
Yeah.
We could have a list of motherfuckers that are not real.
There's another.
Starting that next week, power rankings of that motherfucker's not real. We're gonna start S tier and work our way down of who the fuck is not real.
There's another theory online that this show, Widow's Bay, is quite literal in the title, and that it's a bay of widows because we don't see anyone's partners from any point. Like, and the only one that we've seen so far is in the flashback when Sarah comes to the island and she marries Richard Warren. We don't actually see any couples, like any like
We do see
married
the
couples.
physician and his wife, but then the physician's wife presumably kills him
Mm-hmm.
at the end, and then so it,
That's
yeah,
just proving.
maybe.
Ooh.
It's a
Sam,
lot.
talk more. Go to bed at night and show up with some fucking energy and start
Yeah,
spitting
get some
some
oomph in
stuff.
there.
Yeah.
Took me a minute. I had to finish my energy drink.
What we got?
look at
What we
that.
got? No free ads, but what we got?
Wait, what?
Took too long. All right,
Yeah.
all right,
Never
bye.
mind. We'll see you next week, guys. We'll see
Play
you
me
next
off,
week
Johnny.
We'll see you next week for Widows Bay Wednesdays. Guys, we're going to be back again tomorrow for your friends and neighbors, and Euphoria finale coming up. And like I mentioned, we'll be covering the whole series of Spider Noir next Tuesday. So make sure you're subscribed to Unbinged. As always, I want to thank everybody for watching and listening all the way through. For myself, for Jagger, for Ssam, and whatever's in her glass. See you next time. Adios.